every time. I forget to turn my mic on every time. Anyway, hi. Early morning. Hello, Jackal. Hello, everybody. Hello, the children. My goodness. Every time. Every time. Sorry, don't ask why I was late. You don't want to know. Trust me, you do not want to know. Hold on, I need to... How are y'all doing today, huh? Stop it. Okay. Kitty! Hi, Green Pixel! Okay. I don't know what to do. Oh, wait, wrong screen! Also wrong screen! What? Right screen? Question mark? Anyway, hi! Sorry, I'm totally out of it. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I've been so, like, just exhausted for no reason! Also, sorry I didn't stream yesterday. It was Valentine's Day. I spent it with my family. Very good, very nice. And I got a ton of chocolates for Valentine's. Yo! Look at you, heartbreaker. Anyway, today we are playing Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. If you're wondering why we're not continuing with the other game that we started, that's because I watched the Game Grumps play through both the first and the second game. So while we were playing, I always just kept remembering what was gonna happen, so that wasn't very fun. And I was just like, oh man. But I have not seen them play this one. Some I bought for myself. Hell yeah, self-love, bro. Nope, that's the wrong window. But yeah, we're going to be playing Trials and Tribulations. So if there is any, like, lore jumps, I'll try to fill y'all in. Hi! Damn, nobody's in Twitch chat yet. Usually there's people in Twitch chat first. Interesting. Anyway, let's do it! Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. Let's go! Have you made it past case 6? Ace Attorney. What? Like in the first game? I think? I don't know. What are you asking me right now? Okay. Let's do it! Play this game. Episode 1. Turnabout Memories. Dude, this is the only Ace Attorney game I have never played. Or never seen someone play, so I'm actually really excited. Play Turnabout Memories. Yes. Yas. Oh yeah, toxic girlfriend. Shh, don't spoil it. I'm on top chat, not live chat. I always do that. Why? Why did I do that? Phoenix? He didn't kill someone, did he? No, that girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your sake, you're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! Did he clock him? Don't talk about my girlfriend that way! Wow. His suit was a real upgrade. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. He what? 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. Maya, so I can read. Shut up. I'm gonna go play Build a Boat. Okay. La 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 la. April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court, defending lobby number 3. Phew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem. Oh, Grossberg, good morning. Maya, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I'm already relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed. Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't gotten that temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Hi, Poochie! What a twist. Phoenix is the man in the hot seat. I know. Oh, what a twist. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Also a good choice. Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. This is my second time in court. Still, you surprise me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too. It was very mean. You hurt my feelings. I just found out yesterday about the case. I mean, what? You've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think. Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous, or else you'll be like, look at my lawyer dog, I'm going to jail. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Phoenix! Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Maya. I just wanted to say, I'll give it all I got. Yep, it'll be fine, no prob. Jeez! Bro needs to be quarantined. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Wire? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. Bro, you can see like the outline. Bro, he's literally eating his mask. You can see the outline of his mouth. I cannot feel good. Please God, let me rest for once. Are you okay, Poochie? Phoenix is sick. My doc says the way. I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Right. You have nothing to fear in court today. That's what the mask is! If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. Damn, she's manhandling everybody today. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Maya. Mia? Maya? I don't know. I think it's Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. Damn, a year between her first and second trials? Insane! But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. Headaches and stuffy freaking nose. Oh my gosh. Yeah, everybody's getting sick lately! It's probably flu type B. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win! For my client, for this very strange looking man, and for myself. April 11th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 2. Oh boo, I was hoping Edgeworth would be here! Oh yeah, what a twist. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I feel like Phoenix and him sound too similar. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Well, not anymore! Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing right next to you? We'll go on, Mia. Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? I thought you said you don't stream on Sundays? I normally don't, but I didn't stream yesterday, so I'm making up for it today. You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Everyone knows that judges can smell fear. Give him your toughest look. Does her? I just realized that her jacket has like a zipper. I've never noticed that before. Look. But don't look at her boobs. But of course, Your Honor. I think is the iconic Death Slam, bro. Oh my gosh! For some of the later games, for like the 3D games, tell me why there are my prosecution like enemies with absolute slaying Death Slams, bro. This is one guy serving absolute CUNT. Just like slamming his leg down. It is crazy. Who the hell is Mia? I'm not caught up with the story. This is, okay, so you know Maya, the psychic? This is her older sister. In the first game, Mia dies. Mia was Phoenix's mentor and who, like, helped him become a lawyer. But in the first game, she dies, and Phoenix has to protect her younger sister, Maya Faye, in court, who later ends up teaming up with him when he takes over, Faye in law or whatever. And that's how we get Maya in Phoenix. But in this game, we're going back in time to before Phoenix was, before she died and before Phoenix was a lawyer! I can talk. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer.
His hair makes me really uncomfortable.
Don't worry, little girl. It'll be over soon.
I didn't like that. What was all that about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Oh yeah, also this game takes place in a future with flip phones, and where cases can where the maximum time for trials is only 3 days long before you need to come to a verdict. So that's kind of weird. Mondo Awada, you're supposed to be dead! Literally. Found 30 German, what? I don't know what that is, I'm gonna be honest.
The incident occurred on campus of Ivy University.
He looks like... No. Doug Swallow. He looks like the samurai dude from the first game, or is it the second game? The guy who has like a scar over his eye and he was like secretly evil. Am I losing it? Is that him? Hold on, wait, I actually need to check this. Hold on! Actor, ace, attorney, guilty. This isn't like cheating or spoiling. I should already know this. Oh, no, it's Matt on guard. No, okay, so they just look similar. My bad! Okay, I was like, no! There's no way! Sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime.
Whoa! What the hell happened to the power lines? 3 days to finish a case? That's some rat crap? It is! Anyways, I'm gonna go hit people in RDR2. Okay, have fun! Yeah, no, literally. That's why everything in this game is so, like, frantic and so, like, we need to stall for time! Because they have none.
Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body.
Ecci, chat won't let me explain what... Okay, I guess I'll just Google it later.
And the defendant, who had obviously bludgeoned his...
Who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. I can read! That certainly makes the defense look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Also, oh yeah, and also in this game, there's like, you know how normally in court you have to be like, as God is my witness, I will not lie, and if you do lie, you can get sent to jail for like forever. They don't have that apparently, because every witness lies. Like, and like, you only get the real story after you try to like get them to give their testimony for like the 6th time. It's like, someone's dead! And it's always be like, oh, but I didn't want you to know that I'm secretly afraid of the color green. It's like, a man has died! Don't matter! But yeah, no. So people are lying. There's only 3 days. There's a lot of wasting time. People submit evidence into court during the trial. It's weird. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. I don't know that word. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a gentleman, if you will. A what? Stand up to him, Maya. Ah, Mia! Show him what you're made of. Huh.
Ah, the perfect opportunity.
I feel like I'm giving everybody that. Ah, the perfect opportunity.
What was it?
The case, go on. Please say you know at least that much. I'm so sorry. I didn't get the chance to read through the whole file. Ugh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Excuse me? Now, see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? The court record! I think I can see it by pressing tab. All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear. His what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying! Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let this prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. Press tab. Okay. Okay. Doug's autopsy report. Date and time of death, 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Interesting. Okay, because the power lines were broken. Okay. What was the cause of death?
Electrocution.
It was hypothermia. No. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. Fun fact, electrocution is a mix of the word electrocute and, no. Yeah, electrocution is a mix between the word electrocute and execution. So it's death by electricity.
What?
Your mom gets thrown out. I'm holding you in contempt. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new superpower? Stun gun, perhaps? Also, this is an absolute kangaroo court. Don't expect much.
My answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor.
Dude, I think I'm getting sick again.
But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there is some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood? Now we got problems, and I don't think we can stop them. What do you mean?
Oopsies, I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, well, stop it, stop! You're a defense attorney, so you must know all about it.
I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. That witness Payne. That witness Payne for you. He is one smooth operator. If you catch my drift. If you catch my drift. Ecci, are you real? I think so. Anyway.
They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
What? Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? No need to get all worked up over this. I keep changing their voices. I am so sorry. As I said, our weapons can be found in the court. Yeah, find the evidence. Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face. Mr. Grossberg? Try to set a better example for the young lady.
Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well.
You can toggle between profiles and evidence with tab, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? Take me to the profiles. Grossberg, my superior and the head of the Grossberg Law Office. Phoenix, my client, a third-year art student at Ivy University. He currently has a cold. Doug Swallow. Oh, wait, how old is... Oh, Phoenix is only 21! How old is Grossberg? 61! Damn! Oh my god! Anyway, Doug Swallow, age 22, the victim. He was a fourth-year pharmacology student at... Phoenix Wright's girlfriend dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. Oh my god. Front-facing pain is not something I wanted to experience. The prosecution for this trial, a veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend. Are you sure about that? Present. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Delilah Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Which is surprising, because we all thought he was gay. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants.
Very well, Mr. Payne. Please, call your first witness. I can speak.
If it please the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye? It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objections. Very well. The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect. No, he means what did you... Bro's dumb. No, he means what did you do before you were arrested? Oh. Oh,
Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student.
But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I was... Will the defendant please refrain from passing on his code to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Please, does he have one eyebrow sassily raised? Hold on. One of his eyebrows looks taller than the other. Wait. Please tell us about your relationship with the victim. Right away, Your Honor. The victim and I, witness testimony. Okay. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. He never even talked to that suck-up British wannabe. British wannabe? I see. So you hardly knew the victim. Right! Like I said, I'm not a killer! Phew, it looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh?
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
Oh, gotta go. Bye, Jackal! And that would be?
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination?
He's right.
And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose of this is to determine the witness testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statement will conflict with the court record. Just in case you didn't know what that word meant. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he's your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty. You see, no, that is your purpose. What does he mean by that? Is he saying is he saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie? Contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Faye. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? I don't know, you met this guy like 12 hours ago. Bro, we were supposed to be best friends! I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find the body. Press. You said you found the body? So who called the police? Huh?
Unfortunately, it was some other student that notified the police.
Other student?
That's correct. They were witnesses.
Damn, bro does not care! Look, bro.
Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
There's no body. Oh, I'm bald.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind?
Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body,
but I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right!
I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright. Hold on, I need to fix my bald. I need to fix my bald. Back to the game. Okay. No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer. I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well, he was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Well, my dear, do you think you can manage your own from this point? I can handle it myself. If you get something wrong, I beat someone. Oh no! 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof. Andres! Hi! Welcome to McDonald's, what can I get for you? Okay, Mia. One more time from the very beginning of his testimony. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on his back. What is a Union Jack? Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack? I mean, what is a Union Jack? Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? Phoenix! Phoenix, Phoenix! It's true, cross my heart! I swear I didn't do it. Can I get, He's acting fishier than salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow? I have the very same question, my bro!
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh! I didn't know that! Damn, they have a Union Jack? That's really like a Jolly Roger. I didn't know he had a name. Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, right? Oh, my poor soul.
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? It's not very funny. You actually didn't know that? No! I'm American. They don't... Listen, man, our education system's not great. It's not great.
Maya, there's a contradiction here.
Mr. Grossberg!
Quickly now, show that the boy you mean business with evidence. I mean.
Okay, Maya, check the court record. Court record! Okay, proof that my profession. Day of the crime scene, cause of death was electric shock. No, yeah, it's not on his back. Hold on. Yeah, there we can see the back. How do I present? Hello? Hello? Hey! Okay. Okay. Well, my dear, do you think you could manage on your own from this point? I can handle it myself! 1 year ago. Really? We're doing this again? You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Maya. Remember, you can always press. Okay, we've been here before. I admit I was there. Well, I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on his back. I would like to present a piece of evidence. He doesn't have it on his back. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Faye, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. There is a parasol for some reason. How's it going? I've got school tomorrow, so I'm excited about it. There is a broken parasol. Hey, wait! He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the T-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't have known that, would you? You would have no idea what he was wearing underneath the jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. Mia. It just like takes off. You've made our client cry. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway. What does that mean? I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Oh no. Did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have had a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
Yeah, that's right. It kills colds, good. Just like I kill him, good. It stands for... Phonomatic, obviously. Joke's on you, I don't know what that means. That sign can't stop me, I can't read. Hey, wait a second. How do you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. Like the scene of the crime. He lost it? Does it even have anything to do with the case? Yes! Phonomatic. Shut up! Pneumatic. Okay.
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like to take a look at another photo from the crime scene.
What's this? It's the victim's hand. It's... Cold Killer X! There's gotta be something with the watch. What time does the watch face say? Ooh, okay, I couldn't read it. Yes, but even if... Even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. Objection! I always forget that he sounds like that.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold X Killer belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it!
How are his fingerprints all over if it was in the hand of the victim? It's Funo... Okay, I was slightly wrong. Okay. What? Somehow I got killed by a train. Somehow. You know, I actually think it's pretty easy. I think I can figure out how.
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped it by Mr. Right, and hid it in his hand.
Still pronounced new.
His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Boom, boom, boom. Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well, the court will accept them into the record. Bro, how old's the judge? Can we see his profile? He's like 200 years old or something.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. I knew it!
Just like in the first game with the Larry clock.
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks.
My poor hemorrhoids.
Stop talking about your hemorrhoids! What really happened? Witness testimony. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was my girlfriend! Who is the pharmacology so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I don't need to know about his hemorrhoids. None of us do! Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry. I can't believe our assistant has so much Sagex. Crazy! Crazy! Actually, I believe, if I'm not wrong, I do believe a young Edgeworth does actually help him out in this trial, so...
They're boyfriends, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
This is the first game where they actually cared about that. Every other game, they would be like, I'll let you revise, I'll let you revise, I'll let you revise. And then they're like, but is what he's saying true? Like, probably not! Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. Why did he call you, Mr. Wright? That'd be quite an age gap. Wow, what happened? Yo, Star Knight! What the? Thank you! That's insane! Thank you so much! How are you doing today? Bro, one of those animated emotes. That'd be quite the age gap. Him and Phoenix, Edgeworth and Phoenix are the same age. At least around the same age. They went to elementary school together and they were in the same class. So, they gotta be around the same age. Or one of them's just really dumb. Have you ever met the victim before then? No, never! But that day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is
their girlfriend.
My, it's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart. Okay, corny? What? What is that for, Mia? I keep wanting to say Maya, but it's not. Her name is Mia. Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Girl, stop assaulting everyone! Oh my gosh! Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. It was a crime of passion! So we agreed to meet at the, okay, hold on. Yeah, present, okay. What time did he die? At 3 p.m., cause of death. Wait! We talked for a bit, and then around 3, we split up. Around 3 is when he died, dum-dum!
Present.
I thought you meant Edgeworth and the guy with hemorrhoids. No! 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 Phoenix and Edgeworth. Obviously! They're boyfriends! And they love each other! No, I'm not, I'm pulling your leg about being upset. Does this evidence establish that the defendant is lying? Don't ask me! You're the one who's supposed to know! Oops, sorry. It's all kind of new to me. Well, I've got something new for you. A new penalty! Objection denied! What?! Thank you, Star Knight. What? How does that not? Oh, that's Sagex. Comment was about the hemorrhoids guy. Oh, I thought you were talking about our assistant, aka you're talking like us as Mia, and our assistant, our later assistant, who is Phoenix. There's been a miscommunication. Sorry about that. So what was it you were talking about? You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime. Again? I thought you said you didn't know him. Hang out again sometime. I wish that were true. Later, we went back and found him lying there. No, I meant Mia's assistant. We're the assistant. He's our mentor. So you say you went back? Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Boom! Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. For a second, I thought that said make out. I'm so sorry. I think I need to get more sleep. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. I've been taking Colax for the last 2 or 3 days. I'm just gonna question everything, because I literally... The truth is... Yeah, okay, we already questioned this. He was in the pharmaceutical depth, so we agreed to meet at... I literally don't know. I literally don't know. That's a real... I thought that too. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmaceutical department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. My goodness! Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. That's kind of a badass name. An alchemist? I see. Like a wizard? It's like, no. I gotta admit, I was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that ran on high voltage electricity. Ho, how fascinating. Sounds like he was quite I'm Porky Pigging it right now as ibitocious young man. I don't care if that's not how you say it. Shut up. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details. Time for the meeting about pharmaceutical department. Forget about it. This game is ridiculous in literally every way, so... About the timing of the meeting, I guess? Do we need to know more about the department? Did you know that it's possible that a scientist at CERN accidentally turned lead into gold? That's kind of cool, actually. So, you're absolutely certain that you met at 2:45? He's Porky Pig in America? Is it Porky Pig American? No. Wait. No. What? I don't know. Yeah, pretty sure that's the time class ended. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Just speaking of alchemy? Oh! Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Oh my gosh, dude, at school, my favorite classes are the engineering ones. Even if you're not in them, like, you'll walk through the hallways and they're always up to something. Like, I am in a aeronautics class, and at one point, we were working on making, like, handheld planes, and I accidentally hit my math teacher. Twice! What? Sorry, my mom mom just came in here to give me a balloon that's the same size that I am. I put you fell asleep.
Elevator.
Never heard of Porky Pig in my life? He's like the stuttering pig, you know, like Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny. Well, it looks like he's right about the time anyway.
Witness, let's go on with your testimony.
We talked a bit, and then around 3, we split up. So what was it you were talking about? Did I already do this? I think we already did this. We already did this. I already tried presenting this, didn't I? The crime, death at 3 p.m. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time, because that has to be.
Objection!
Your Honor, what do you think the witness statement? I don't really see any problem with it. Damn it! I only know about Daffy and Bugs from compilations of them being gay for each other. That one uncle and his roommate of 15 years. Oh my gosh, oh my god! Ah! Looks like you missed the mark on that one. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, so then later we went back and I found him lying there. Okay, we haven't pressed him on this. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the windows open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. Well, I lost my bottle around lunchtime on the accident. Okay. Oh, Dad! Did we get any... Found clutched in the victim's hand, covered in Wright's fingerprints. Wait. The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. So what? Do we need to present this? Oh my god! Your Honor, what do you think? Oh my gosh, really? 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 This game is so stupid, and I hate it. I hate it! Fuck, how could they split up at 3 if that's when he died? I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Are you not using save scumming? I'm sorry, what? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Ouch. Why'd you punch me in the jaw? Oh my god. Mia, stop assaulting people! I don't know. Can't seem to find any contradictions. The boy isn't exactly what I'd call a natural-born liar, you know. But still, we can't have him continue to spout nonsense. I know, but what can I do? Well, I'm certain he must still be hiding something. This is the first time I've seen somebody play this game legitimately. What is save scumming? I still have questions! Information right now, it's information that we need. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was- okay, let's review the evidence! Let's review the evidence. Okay. Proof of my profession, the first and last time I wore it was a year ago, attorney's badge. Doug's autopsy report, the date and time of death, 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. The crime took place behind an IVU building. The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. I don't... you can't really tell if this is the pharmaceutical department, so... Save scumming is saving right before decision and loading if you get it wrong. I I mean, that would make my life easier, but no. Okay. Am I stupid? So we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. We talked for a bit, and then we split up around 3. But how come you was- ah! Everything's fine. Then later I went back and I found him lying there. Could it be... No. Thank you, Fire Doomburger. I'm taking Colic's killer for 2 or 3 days. Cause okay, I was trying to see if this has like maybe watch here? Bro! Bro! Yo, Fire Doomburger, thank you so much! Ecci breath you could get randomly short at in what? What? Thank you so much for the cheer! Anyway. What am I supposed to be doing right now? Balls. We talked for a bit and then hold on. This is pissing me off. Date and time. Maybe profiles? I haven't been looking at these. The victim, he was 4th year pharmacy school student at Ivy University. My client, 3rd year, he currently has a cold. Prosecutor of this trial, a veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. Shot at by random dudes for I don't know why. Did you miss evidence? I don't think so. Okay, hold on. We just gotta think! We can do this! Okay, the truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmaceutical department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. Okay, everything checks out so far. Yeah. Victim, pharmaceutical student, 3rd year student. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split. But how could you split up around 3 if that's when he died? Maybe I press and then present evidence? So what were you talking about? You know, maybe we should hang out again sometime. And then later, I went back and found him lying there. He faked it? Just a guess. The cold? What? I've been taking Colic's killer for the last 2-3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the... Wait, if he lost it around lunchtime, how could it have been at the scene of the crime? Wait! Oh my gosh, if this is...
Addiction!
No, the culprit faked his death? Maybe. No, it's wrong. Damn it, dude! No, the culprit is legitimately dead, I think. Damn it, we have one more chance. Around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I bet we're gonna be here for a while. Folks. The truth is, I went because he called me. Press? Have you ever met the victim before then? No, never! But that day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is... The culprit didn't fake. There's an autopsy report? Yeah. Bro's dead. Yeah, me and Mine's assaulting people. So he agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. Do I present something that has to do with the time here? I'm not gonna look up a walkthrough. I'm just... Oh, right, here! We had a chance to ask him a question! Oh my god, we didn't choose the other answer! That's probably it, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. Maybe I should ask him for more in details about the pharmaceutical department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmaceutical department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. Yeah, an autopsy is where you cut a dead person open to figure out what went wrong. Yeah, that's right. And they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltage, so there are high-voltage cattles everywhere. High-voltage cattles? You seem to know an awful lot about electricity, my sir. Yeah, there are electric poles set up all around the building. The high-voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Cables, Ecci. I think that's enough for now! The defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced the explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean?
I knew it. I was too much work for a little girl.
Shut up! However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor?
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is... You are correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, then maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Establish murder method. Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye. I believe if I were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney evidence must be able to
sustain their argument with evidence! Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Okay, so what my thinking is, we present this photo, right? Because it's obvious. Look! Oh my god, if this is this like, this is like, I don't know what this has to do with it. I'm crashing out. Present. Take that! Phoenix has much more like oomph behind us. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? Yes, I didn't get it wrong! Oh, this game isn't being stupid for once. But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon. Not the actively sparking electrical wire! I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly is the photo?
Thank you for asking, Mr. Judgeman. Right here.
Parasol, maybe? Well, it might be, but for now, with all the evidence we have, it all does point here. So even if that is the true murder weapon, right now, it wants us to say the cable. That's... What is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe. Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmaceutical students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then the high voltage cable, yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That's the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant.
Oh my gosh, bro. What side of your body is your heart on? Sorry. The right side of my chest is hurting for some reason. I need to know if I should go to the hospital.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Unfruitable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? But what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo.
Parasol?
As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
Left, I think? Okay. You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand!
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left the print like that. Intent on murder.
He squarely pushed the victim towards the severed cable. Probably just heartburn, I think. But wouldn't that be on the correct side of my chest then? I don't know. Who cares? I mean, it probably won't kill me. Probably. Order! 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 That's enough. I think we can conclude that there's no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us. We're done. Mr. Grossberg!
My hemorrhoids never lie.
The show's over. Stop talking about your hemorrhoids! I threw that... I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. Grossberg! No, you're wrong! No, it's wrong! It's an acid thing? I know it's acid reflux. But I thought it was called heartburn because it is on the same side of your chest as your heart, so you can confuse it for it being your heart. Damn, look at it. I'm sorry, but look at this guy's like 6 chin. I'm sorry. I just noticed this. I don't know. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor! No! Did we lose? No! At this point, I'm prepared to return a verdict in this case. Total heartburn because it's in your chest? Yes! 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 Do you have something further to add, Miss Faye? This is what you want, Mr. Wright? Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? Sorry. You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth! If you don't say something now, the judge is gonna hand down his verdict. But I can't! I just can't say it! I made a promise to my girlfriend! If you eat edible chalk, it'll help. I do have, like, those, like, chalk kind of tasting, like, sugar hearts that you get for Valentine's Day. But, do you just have edible chalk around the house? Wait. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. And the rest of the courtroom. Miss Faye. We're locked in! No matter what it is you have, you say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. The product I have is called Reigns or something.
We've already established the defendant's guilt.
Don't be scared we're gonna prove you wrong.
There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute! Mr. Wright? I'll tell you what really happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further.
Shut up! I did it. What? What? I admit it, I pushed him. Is he actually the killer? It's my fault. Whoa, wait! I missed it! Oh, it was his parasol. That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your own sake, you continue to see her. It's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Damn, that is one, bro, he is strong. Did you see that? He went flying! It's an anti-acid thing? What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Kinda sounds like it. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain! This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. I love eating mint-flavored chalk. I gotta look into this. Chalk eating stream. Chalk tier list. Based on taste. Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. Ugh, I feel like my hair— Enough! Mr. Grossberg! Enough! When I pushed the victim. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. Yeah, damn, look at the, like, airtime he got. That is, with one hand, too? I lost my temper and I gave him a shove. At the moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead! It's like a medicine thing, so you shouldn't eat too much? Huh.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electric cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a little rain had been falling. But from the rain, the victim was more easily—
Yeah, I was gonna say, was there like something that helped be like conductible? But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed. And I'm stupid! That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination does not yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. I'll be clear on that. Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he's innocent, then there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. He has like really great, nice contour. Like, you see that? Yeah, stomach acid is acidic. I can't make a single mistake or else it's game over. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and I gave him a shove. Okay, I'll just press on everything. Like, so what kinds of things was Mr. Swallow saying to you? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. Okay. Is that all? Yep. Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself. Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a shove. Can you give us an insight for your superhuman strength? Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail? That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. Oh damn, bro is unconscious. Hey, it's easy to kill it's easy to kill somebody who's already knocked out, so I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. A gentle shove that threw him back 20 feet. And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen? Right! There's nothing like that at all.
But it's possible that you merely overlooked it.
But is it possible? Oh my gosh, my nose is so itchy. Well, I guess it's possible. No! Phoenix! No, Dylan! Dylan! What are you doing? Don't let the guy steamroll over you like that, like, cheap asphalt. I believe that what's important here is the moment the push occurred. To continue on with the testimony, witness. Bro, I'm really bad at guessing what games you guys want me to play. Because every time I've been like, is it this game or this game? I think it's gonna be the game that it's not. Like, I was like, Ace Attorney or Deltarune. I was like, everyone's gonna say Deltarune. It was like 7-1. It's like, oh. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. Some kind of loud noise. Tell me more about this loud noise, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ah! Don't worry, Phoenix is used to being steamrolled by men. That's insane. How long have I been bald for? 19. I've been bald for 19 minutes? And no one said anything? Y'all know the bald toggle. Y'all know the bald toggle don't work. You know it doesn't turn off on its own. You should have said something. Anyway. Yep, I'm bald and Phoenix is gay. Back to the story. I said balls for a reason. I thought you were talking about... Anyway. I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. The snap of an electrical cable.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
Electrocutions don't have snaps, do they? You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Ask for more details. Ask for more details! Obviously! Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha, could it be? Could it have been? Yes, could have been? Hurry up and tell us! When I pushed him, he dropped an umbrella he was holding. It's the parasol! He fell right on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did the umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Why you- Phoenix, you should not be throwing shade right now! You are on trial for murder! Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Faye? What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now? Well, of course it's important, because in the actual photo from the murder, he's not on top of the thing. He's actually quite far away from his umbrella. It is Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, the sheep umbrella is more important. It's vital. I want you to officially have it entered into the testimony.
How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
Delicate and frail like the owner. Suspicious. And how did you know he was frail, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. But in this picture... crime... Yeah. Look! Umbrella! Way the hell over there! Okay. This is so peak. Alright. If this says it's wrong, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could make an empty threat, but realistically, I'm just gonna be like, what? Dude, no! Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on. If I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's argument earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at this crime scene photo. Dumbass! Like, jeez. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, he couldn't have been dead. When he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No! Order! The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at this crime scene.
Oh, boo! Boo! But everybody, boo! Ban. And for your information, I like my viewers to be all organic. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately. Literally, kangaroo court. Umbrella, owned by the victim, found broken nearby an electrical pole at the crime scene. Umbrella added to the court record.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind!
From underneath him? According to the testimony, the victim fell on top. Yeah, exactly! Surely it would be obvious if an autopsy whether the person was electrocuted or not. Like, the muscles would have yeah, exactly! So, yeah, we're not debating the cause of death, I think. I'm not really sure what they were trying to imply. I think they're trying to imply that Phoenix pushed him, and he fell into the broken wire, I guess? And that's what killed him? I don't know. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. I know this matter of Umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render a final judgment. No! I must say, I still find it hard to believe. Now, earlier they used the watch as evidence to cause the death being electrocution. Oh, yeah! Yeah, also to confirm the time of death. Yeah, you're right! Wait, the autopsy!
No, wait a second.
I must say, I still a bit hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Phoenix testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. It was loud sound when it happened. Phoenix testimony added to the court record. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Yeah, what you doing, Mr. Giggles?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. I was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly! And that was his testimony will be incontrovertible.
To be fair, it isn't a realistic game. No! What gave it away? Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor.
I don't know why I'm giving you a Discord mod voice.
That's White Princess.
The defendant's very own
Lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What? Hawthorne is a Hawthorne.
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Don't be condescending. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious!
Hiya, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will be now entering a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. It's a lovely plant. Ooh. I don't think there's any hawthorn around me. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I guess I could start to relax then, huh? Not quite yet. Relax, my boy, you can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. I hate to break it to you, buddy. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why. Not according to my AO3 fanfiction.
Not according to my search history.
The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Very pretty, lovely berries. Probably shouldn't eat them yet. Why'd I say yet? Don't eat the berries! No matter how long you wait, do not eat the berries! Hold on, I'm gonna shift where my phone. Okay. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Really? Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, aw. Wait, he's cute! Wait, Phoenix looks really cute! Wait. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. Question. Now, I love green beans. I mean, I don't think anybody loves them more than I do. I can't lie. She kind of has an awesome hairstyle. Like, I'm like really digging the braids. I love green beans. That's why I really think that it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met, as a symbol of our love. The day you met, girl, she is taking advantage of you. Cause if the first day you meet somebody, they're like, we're gonna be in love forever. Then it's like, okay, you're crazy. Oh, I'm bald. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. She gave it to you as a present? A present, I see. Bars. This darling little bottle is filled with the memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. A small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day. Oh I just remembered something. So, Ace Attorney as a franchise does a lot of partnerships with, with, like, companies and whatnot, and I just remembered that there are matching Phoenix and Edgeworth engagement rings that you can buy that are technically official merchandise. Oh my god, because I was thinking about the official Valentine's Day art where Edgeworth randomly has a picture of naked Phoenix for, like, no reason. That's real, by the way. And, like, it's because he's not even the one sculpting, first of all. So people are like, oh, it's a reference. He's not the one sculpting. Second, it's not even the same pose. He's doing the objection pose, and the Polaroid is just of, like, a shirtless Phoenix that looks like he just got out of the shower. It's like, why do you have that? Anyway. So, after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What? What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne, 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was! How'd you know that? This happens to be August 27th, right here, in this courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some connection between these two cases. Am I correct? An article from 820, almost 8 months ago, newspaper clipping. Can we know what it says? I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg, but I need to finish this myself. Ah, yes, what? I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you! I want to do whatever I can to be of help, Mia. Well, it looks like the recess is about over. We'd better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Wow, it's my birth month. Probably wrong year, though. Probably! To be continued. Should we save your progress at this point? Yes. Should we call it a day, or should we keep playing? Wait. I'm not gonna touch anything! Should we call it a day, and should we come back some other time, or do we want to keep going? Keep going if you feel like it? Yeah, man, I'm having fun. April 11th, 12:13 p.m., District Courtroom number 2. Oh my goodness, I'm so stuffy. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Hey, girl. I can't lie, she's like really pretty. Oh my god, butterflies! What's with the stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I've been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you're reading a glow of complete sincerity. I can't believe he actually said that!
Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. Don't call her sweetie. That's weird. You're like 600. Don't.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
Not at all.
It was nothing! If we may move on now. What's your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature in Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Kissing ass!
The honor is mine!
No, the honor's mine! Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard! Her milkshakes brings all the boys to the yard, and she's like, killed her former boyfriend. Sir?
Is there something I can help you with?
You just go on and say whatever is on your mind.
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone, I just know it.
Feeny? Yes. I can see why you say that. She's going to be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Now then, please, proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. I don't know, I keep seeing stuff move out of the corner of my eye, and I think something's happening. But it's not. What I witnessed.
I'd been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building.
Pretty sure the first Apollo Justice game starts this year. Like 2026? Oh, like that's the year it takes place? I didn't know that! Cool!
Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go find some other students and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth.
But I would never...
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies.
Teehee, you haven't changed a bit. Maya Fey.
Mia Fey.
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes, we've met before. Once. Was it in court a year ago? It's supposed to be 26? Wow! If a dude with a big ass forehead and a really weird haircut becomes a lawyer, just...
It's good to see you again. Madam Faye.
Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girly. What I witnessed, cross-examination. Can somebody get these butterflies out of here? You've met Francesca? Oh yeah, Francesca's... She doesn't appear in the first game. No, she does. No, second game. We've met Francesca!
I'd been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Feeney and Dougie were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. Not according to Feeney's, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. There's a loud owned by the victim found broken near the electric.
No. Franziska? No, her name's Francesca. Isn't Francesca von Karma? Unless the Game Grumps have been saying it wrong this entire time. Okay, I'll just press.
Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then what are you doing at the pharmaceutical building?
No, she's Franziska.
Oh!
Hi! Well then.
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryu poetry.
Oh, how wonderful!
Isn't that a humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches his age, sleep is his best friend.
That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through the back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I went to enter the courthouse, I always walked through the front doors.
How else would you enter?
Teleportation?
Feeney and Dougie were talking behind the building. I'm just gonna press around everything, because I'm...
So who's this Dougie person?
Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So what were Dougie... Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Faye.
Don't drag the witness down to your level. Why am I being demonized here? Franziska is the same age as hit YouTuber Dream, pretty sure. What? How old is Dream? Wait, I'm just as lost as I was when we started. Yeah, no, literally. 8 months ago is when her and Fika started dating, and 8 months ago is when they broke up. So it seems like 8 months ago, there was a murder case in the courthouse, or a murder in the courthouse. That same day, all in the span of 1 day, theoretically, there was a murder in the courthouse, she broke up with, Swallow, and got with Wright. And that should be connected. And suddenly, Taki got all wobbly and just collapsed. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yeah, because according to Phoenix's testimony, he pushed him. Yes? In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right? But the jacket has fingerprints! Hi, Doomy, how are you doing?
I was watching the whole time.
Phoenix never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? Leave it alone? Show contradiction! Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never...
Miss Faye, I will not allow you to badger the witness.
You were born in 1999. Oh. 27 years old.
I believe the defense is engaging in a fishing expedition.
It was you're the one who presented the evidence. Dyslexic Amor. Shh.
That is, she has no supporting. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Payne, you're the one who submitted the evidence of of Phoenix Wright's palm print on his jacket. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It's
already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try and cover for the defendant. It'd be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything you saw. Yes, Your Honor. I will, if you don't mind. I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. Okay. I'm lesbian? I thought you were American. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything. Ah! Ah! You didn't hear anything? Ah! So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them closely. Do you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? Nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. I went to go find some other I didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual! Ah! Ah! I saw it came out. Oh. Phoenix testimony, there's a loud sound when this happened. Oh. Prison! Yo! 3 streak! Nice! You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find that a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear the noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
What's it? But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was sharp noise, like a snap. In fact, I don't label myself at all outside my name. You know what? Fair enough, dude. There's no way noise like that could fail to make an impression. Wow. Bro, I love her like see-through shawl. She looks like it's cute. May I have a moment to answer? By all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time. Headphones? You mean both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid the sounds of thunder. So I put my headphone I put my headphones on to block it out. Liar!
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Wait a sec. Mia, that testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. She didn't hear anything. She was listening to music. There was lightning. Wait. Hold on. Court record. Cause death was fatal electric shock. If there was lightning, that could have been... Oh wait, we can actually read this? Oh my gosh! Murder in the courthouse. Very little information.
I'm Gaster, I am awesome.
Everything is awesome! Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. And how old is this Mrs. 20? Oh. Did she have a birthday recently? There's lightning near my house today? Is that out of the usual? She didn't hear anything. She was listening to music. There was lightning. I think there was lightning. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Her birthday could easily be September. That's true. Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large display of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fey.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is a mistake. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt. It appears the defendant may have been onto something. Could it have been the death that was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking the not guilty now.
I'm heard that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fey.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence? Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence? This affidavit. And whose affidavit is it? I don't know. Some pharmacology student who were conducting experiments in their labs. So that means your witness is lying! Bro, would you let me be your lawyer? Everyone's just like, yes, well, this actually happened. I'm like, no, shut up! All equipment in the labs lost power. All of the students at around 3 p.m. that day. Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment run on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. Lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits the time of the death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electric cable. According to those students, the cables were very old. They were planning to have them replaced in the near future.
My neck.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump could have caused them to break.
Student's testimony added to the court record. So, but that didn't disprove the idea that it was simply a mistake. However, there's one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it would have snapped. Then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Fey, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor, I don't like how this is looking for one bit. I have to come up with something to try and regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Did you know that lightning is hotter than the surface of the sun? Yeah, that makes sense. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Let's see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Back! Students testimony, the old power cable broke due to some... at 2:55 p.m. Some sort of impact. Could have been Phoenix's push. Found clutched in the victim's hand. Owned by the victim, found broken near an electrical pole. Who or what? If I say Phoenix, is it gonna be like, no! Because he did say who or what. Yeah, because the only thing we have right now that could have ran into the pole is Phoenix, because he pushed him. I'll give it a shot. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony. He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that? The lab equipment lost power at 2:55, which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words,
it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Why are you smug about this? Also, several people have survived multiple lightning strikes. Oh, yeah! Yeah, you can survive. It's just not pleasant.
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. And it was the very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
I'm afraid that I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. Cause he pushed him, he fell into the electrical pole, then he got up and he, okay. That's right. The victim's, wow. At first I thought it said the victim's banged. The victim banged into the pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense. The victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. The victim was shoved into a far pole, and he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here. Phoenix bangs into a lot of people's poles. Oh my god! In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim! Order in the court! Lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. Doesn't seem to be any way to...
Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation, she said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
What? What the?
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge?
Of course it's alright. Just go ahead and give your new testimony.
Okay.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. What I Witnessed, Part 2. The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole when the cable broke. Then Ducky tried his best to run away from him. But Fee caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapped and Ducky being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute. No! If the blackout happened at 2:55 and he died at 3, then it couldn't have been less than a minute. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeney, but
I just have to tell the truth.
So eager to blame Feeney. Yeah, because we're starting to get onto her and she's like, I'm doing the right thing. Am I, Mr. Judge?
Did you know you can make Diddy prison wine with apples, Fanta, sugar, and yeast?
I have no idea what that means, and I don't want to know what that means. Anyway. Now then, Miss Faye, may we proceed with the cross-examination. It could not have happened in less than a minute! The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice. Okay, hold on. Never mind, it sounded... No, not present, press. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. My ear is bleeding? Is that my fault? So if I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie. This is my best chance. There must be a hole in our testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice. Okay, I think it's the other one, but just to be sure, I'm gonna press her on everything. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeney.
So, that's why you basically lied to the court? Basically, she did! That's what lying is!
I was a bad girl, I know. Mr.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Yes?
Would you please forgive little old me?
Oh my god, shut up! Of course he won't! Of Oh, come on now. It's just a little old white lie. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all. Talk about pretty privilege. My goodness. The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. First time was into the electrical pole and... Beware the horrors. Press Dahlia oh. Okay, I got an achievement. Don't know what that was for. Third time saying he's such a simp. It's my third time saying he's like 600 and she's like 20. Back up! You're saying you actually saw the victim getting pushed in?
When I was a little kid, I tried to eat a Bakugan.
What is a Bakugan?
Sorry, I don't know.
You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole?
I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a little bit of an imp when he wants to.
Oh, really?
But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. The guy in the lobby with the heart sweater? Really? And Dougie tried his best to run away from him. So, let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched the scene unfold?
Miss Faye, I have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there
and cheer them on. Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wish for the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all.
That's very sweet of you. No, it's not! What happened after that? And Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints on the back of his leather jacket?
Well, no, there weren't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully?
I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints in that case, would he?
Ixi, why are you in my search tabs more than 10 times? I don't even remember Googling you that much.
She Googles my name just to keep some tabs on me. She's not your average lady, she's fucking crazy. Someone help me, please.
I love falling in reverse. Bad Girls Club, save me! I'm keep saying and Dougie being illustrated. It all happened in less than a minute. No! That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
Yeah, it's also the evidence that you planted! Yeah, don't like this chick. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted.
It's meth.
It's meth. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Wait, didn't the autopsy just say 3? Yes, your point is, Miss Faye. The point is, what time was it when the lab suffered the power outage?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Yay!
Would you care to explain this to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? What exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Doug Swallow. Order in the court.
This is nonsense. The real murderer.
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
There's only one person that could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. There's a window for opportunity for the real killer! Miss Faye.
Is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer?
Hell yeah!
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready. I'm sure Doug swallows a lot of butterscotch! Oh my god! I apologize for so many saying. Don't worry, man, I'm laughing. If you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye.
If I get penalized one more time, it's game over!
Who's the real killer? Profiles. Well, it can't be him. We already accused him. You're dead, and you're the other one. It's
I don't know if you're gonna get this reference.
I don't know. Wait, which reference? What? It could only have been you! Dahlia Hawthorne!
What? How?
I wonder who it is.
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time?
Wow, you are really weird and gross and floppy too.
No, I don't get that reference, unless that's not a reference and that's just something you're saying to me. Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Order! Order! Miss Faye! What I need, why? That is it to say, Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
Oh man, I thought you would know that.
Oh, what's it from? How can you say something so mean, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything. Miss Faye, this is very serious. Oh my god! Ah, it's the first hold it! Phoenix! Your Honor, please, I have something to say. You! What is it? Please strike everything the defense says just now from the record. What? What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Brother, it's your life is on the line! Mr. Wright, get back to your seat. Bailiff, grab that man! Achoo! Leave my Dolly alone! Not the first time Phoenix been getting grabbed by that. I'm sorry. That boy.
He's gotten himself way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back!
It seems I've arrived at just the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping.
Police report added to the court record. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
You better take a good look at it. It
details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
Our boyfriend?
It's from Juice Galaxy and you should play it on stream because it's awesome and great for autistic people who love tomfoolery.
Sounds right up my alley! Morty, do autistic people like this game? How would you say that? Because I'm starting to love it! Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mia had a boyfriend? Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor,
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. Go right ahead.
Madam
She
Payne.
said, "Do you love me?" I tell her only sorry.
She said, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry. Bro, I love that song. Are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yes! Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. She just does not care about any of them.
Your Honor, she was 18 in dog years.
What?! I really hope that was a reference to something.
Sorry, please go right ahead.
I didn't like that. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. It's all just too much for poor little me to bear.
I believe this girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
To answer that lies somewhere in the police report. It must. Oh? 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with the case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, has a very good reason.
I wonder who it was.
I have a dirt-scented candle and I don't know why it exists.
What does it smell? Well, what does dirt smell like? Very well then, the court grants the defense request. Young lady, would you mind just staying on for a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. How I Met My Feeny. I keep thinking of Mr. Feeny from Boy Meets World. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. Oh, they do have contempt. And now, we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her! I Met My Feeny. Okay, let's check out the police report. Present. Excuse me? What does the police report say? A report on an incident 8 months ago. Incident overview. Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria. August, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando. Occupation, lawyer.
Who's the fat British guy?
Mr. Grossberg? He's our mentor. Right now we're playing as Mia Fey, and she is being mentored by Mr. Grossberg. Yeah. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspected person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Damn, how many cases is this chick tied to? Lord have mercy. Okay. Interesting. Back. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse basement reading room. Don't eat hawthorn berries. Are they poisonous? Cause she's poisonous? The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. Listen to me, Maya. The woman has the judge in the palm of her hand, you see. It's the only way... Okay, contradiction. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. That is true. Oh, I forgot I can press her and stuff. Evermore. So, until that time, you'd been dating Doug Swallow? Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. My emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself. No. Look at me! I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to call me Judge Fickle. Oh. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. Obviously he doesn't, but... Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judean. It's like we were destined to meet on that very courthouse basement.
Hold it!
The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Fay. After all, Feeny was not only an art
If
student.
Red Bull gives you wings, then why does Monster unleash your beast?
What? Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull, sponsor me! Please!
Anyway, Feeny was not only an art student, he was also planning to become a lawyer. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading game? This line of questioning
is a waste of time. That's nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you. This has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case. I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I better tread carefully. Wait and see. Keep pressing.
I'm gonna keep pressing.
Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to the courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. Were you? Or were you here to be interviewed? You were writing a paper? On what? On the relationships between modern serenity poetry and the criminal underworld. Oh, that sounds like a fascinating research idea. Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Again with the midlife crisis stuff? Maya, how did the girl really come to the courthouse? Yeah, I know. I know! Wait. I'd come to this courthouse to do it. No you didn't! No you didn't! Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because you were a research paper, were you? That's a great question. My nose! Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of this, the cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye?
8 months ago, right here in this very
Phoenix
courthouse.
Wright is my wife and it's totally canon in the games.
Trust, I was there. I was the ring. I know. 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne! She was prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Order! 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 This is unbelievable! It's true then. The loveliest oh my god.
Miss Faye, that's not fair! You can't slander my witness with... I was in pain.
Okay. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead. I have no balls.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh?
Sorry I'm so late and I don't sweat it.
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crimes that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
Okay. I tied the two crimes together. I've just gotta stay on the offense.
Well done, Mia. Dang it!
Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart. And my butt.
Enough with the hemorrhoids!
Oh, I can hardly oh, wow. Gross word. Enough. Can somebody get these butterflies out of here? I just need someone in like the jury to be like I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment and when it all happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that was lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. How would you know that, but the police report wouldn't? Okay. Some bug spray on my arm? So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, you've heard from the witness testimony. She had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. Doug, how much more guilty can you be? Literally no idea.
sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Maya, you're glowing with true lawyer's aura, my dear.
Bro, that aura?
Absolutely smashing.
Oh my gosh, his name's Winston Payne. I did not realize that. I had the same thing when because in the second game, I believe, there is a, I think it's the second game? Second or first? No. Yeah, second game, they go to a place called the Big Top, and there's this clown, and I literally did not realize what his name was, because he was introduced as Mo the Clown, and then later, in the courtroom, they're like, your actual name, and he was like, my actual name is Lester. His name was Mo Lester. The Big Top episode was so weird. They had like a guest, someone write that episode. It was so weird. Whoa, scissor me timbers, Maya. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day.
Hold it!
Hi, Aggie. I am ZL. Just got off VR. Ooh, what were you playing? I missed that episode. No, it was so weird. Literally, it was so weird. Everybody was in love with a 16-year-old. The clown was named Molester. There was a guy. There was a puppet. There was a ventriloquist who had a puppet, and the puppet was the one in love with the girl. And there was a monkey named Money, and a lion, and a guy in a wheelchair. It was so weird, dude. Literally no idea what happened with that episode. They had a guest team. VR chat? Oh. What is happening? No idea. What were you talking about with the defense attorney? Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential. According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell us all about that incident was? Blah, blah, blah.
There's absolutely nothing to do at all with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense question is stricken from the record.
Oh my god.
You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dolly! I'll protect you!
You are the man. Now that's a true love, young lady. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Feeny, please.
Oh my god. Those two really are making me ill. Albeit for different reasons. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened.
Hold it!
How long were you gone? I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes? And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet's my perfect Dahlia doesn't. Oh my gosh. You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better look next time.
Oh, Feeny, please.
Oh my gosh.
The police have already looked into this whole matter. The line of questioning is nothing but a waste of time.
Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with the testimony. Oh my god. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that was lethal. How do you know that? How much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drops says about 1/2 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh? The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quickly slipped it in there. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison.
How do you know this, but the police don't?
Special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard that it was almost impossible to detect. Oh? And where would something like that come from? I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical process to purify it. Chemical process? Well, what? Oh my gosh! The pharmaceutical!
A visitor? Indeed. I have slept long enough. The kingdom of heaven has long since forgotten my name. And I am eager to make them remember. However, the blood of Minos stains your hands, and I must admit, I am curious about your skills, weapon, and so, before I tear down the cities and crush the armies of heaven, you shall do as an appetizer. Come forth, child of man, and die.
Wow. Anyway, like I was saying, oh my gosh, so what happened before is she was dating the pharmaceutical guy. So he helped her in creating the undetectable poison, but to cover up that she was the one who killed that police officer, she killed him and is now trying to blame Phoenix so it can all get covered up. Oh my gosh! Sisyphus moment. I figured it out. Impressive. Most impressive. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? Because her boyfriend! You see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison? I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye.
She's right. I think we've all heard enough of Miss Faye's questions.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested in this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison. Her boyfriend!
I love your streams, Ecci.
Thank you! Bro, literally, I love you don't understand how happy it makes me when people are like, you're funny, you're entertaining, I like watching you. Just because that's what I want to do. That's been like my lifelong dream. The fact that I can actually do it is like so awesome to me.
Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten something, right?
Great. No, just how did a lit student get a hold of poison of all things? I can tell you how.
Your boyfriend!
My sister knows what a VTuber is, I think? Oh. You're genuinely such a good streamer. Thank you! Oh my god! You flatter me. Okay, be for real. Where are the butterflies coming from? Is she secretly a flower or something? That's what I've been saying. Someone get the flowers out of the courtroom. Oh, this is from 8 months ago.
Teach me the ways of getting at least 2 viewers per stream.
At least 2 viewers. Yeah, boyfriend, victim. He was a 4th year of pharmacology. Prison! You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right, up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. Although I'm a VTuber, I do not think anyone in my family knows what a VTuber is. Welcome to McDonald's, what can I get for you? If you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Walter White Meth Lab.
Pharmacology! His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment,
Yes,
Cobra could never have attained such a rare special poison.
Put all that in a Happy Meal with a toy. It got to have the toy in it. Don't forget it.
Bro, I haven't had McDonald's in like years. Now I really want some McDonald's chicken nuggets for some reason. I don't have school tomorrow. I'll just go. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. Sorry, I had to burp. The only person who could have done that, that was sitting at his very table. You! No! Order! Order! Could it be? That's nothing but it. May I say something, Madam Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. The necklace! Well, yes, that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. That's why she gave it to Phoenix. And that's why she wanted it back. Oh! Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. I still eat Happy Meals at my grown age. Listen, man, you're never too old to be happy. And if Happy Meals make you happy, then so be it. Live your truth, brother. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something like that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If they're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? She got me good with that. the only thing that has my favorite meal in it. Necklace, the goddamn necklace!
It's all coming together!
Provide some evidence, or I'll have you slough this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead. Police conducted a full body search.
That necklace!
Then, where's the container? And what happened to it? I'm so glad you asked, mister. I can't eat McDonald's because I'm celiac? Oh. I didn't know that. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Give me the Big Mac, never mind, I want the gargantuan Mac and add a large no weight and American Gulp Coke.
Can I get a backlit big bookie? A large boke? Who's this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So, the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So, what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
She put the poison in the bottle! Dumbass.
That day, the day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. Bro! Taking advantage of his poor heart! All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What?
Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
No!
Order in the court!
Objection!
Phoenix? Oh my gosh.
On behalf of Dolly, I object! Mr. Wright, control yourself!
Just do a swab test? That's
2
not like
large fries nuggets and a fish fillet, if you know, you know.
Bro, fun fact, I hate fish. Not as creatures. As creatures, I love them. They're awesome. As food, do not like. Bro, I'm like crazy picky, and like I thought I was the only person in my family like that, because literally everybody else in my family eats everything. But turns out, when my dad was my age, he also ate really picky. And I was like, oh, there's hope for me! I'm not gonna be like this forever! One time when he was a kid, I think he like stayed over with his aunt and he only ate cheese and peanut butter. And when his mom came and picked him up, he was like, why didn't you make him eat anything else? And she was like, well, he told me when God made me, he told me that I could only eat cheese and peanut butter. And who am I to argue? And it was like, okay then.
I won't let you bully her like this!
Mr. Wright! I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her, bro!
She's taking advantage of you!
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Wow! Throwing shade. Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes! I know you missed your boyfriend, but seriously, come on, dude. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is she's madly in love with you because of the necklace! Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is the bottle necklace. The bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. He's too innocent, he's a golden retriever puppy, so easily manipulated. Oh my god, so stupid.
Literally!
Bro, like listen man, we know you've had a tough life and you crave love, but like, listen, a guy in a really nice velvet suit and lapel is gonna come around soon enough. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl asking for a present back like it.
Also, I'm moving rooms soon. Ooh, you get like an upgrade in the house or what? Or are you like moving rooms in college? I'm not sure what your living
I
situation.
can't stop laughing and it hurts.
Oh my god, are you okay?
I'm dying!
Bro, that has happened to me so much. That's the best kind of laugh when you're just like, this might kill me. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying! But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. I have to take a taxi to and from college for an hour? Jeez! That's why. I don't believe you. In my parents' house? Ah. No, that's a lie! Yeet! Flashbang. Mia, are you alright?
The defendant! He's getting away!
Bailiff, hurry! After him! What is happening right now? What is happening right now? Mia, are you alright? Did you play the bonus episode with the lady who had intellectual attraction to... No, I didn't. In which game? First, second? Mia, are you alright? Yeah, I think so.
That boy! He went completely insane! Where's Mr. Wright?
It looks like the bailiff caught him. He should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh no! What is it? The bottle necklace! Miss Hawthorne's present. And between first and second, I think. No, because I think they mentioned this on Welcome to McDonald's. What can I give you? They mentioned this on the Game Grumps episode. They mentioned that they missed the extra episode and they were not going back. It's gone. What? That's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him.
Can I get a double cheeseburger with no onion, no ketchup, no mustard, no pickles, no cheese, no bun, and no meat patty?
Okay, so just a swift punch to the throat, I'm assuming. Quick karate chop to the gut. My phone just fell on my face. Ouch. What in blazes are we supposed to do now? Bro, Mr. Payne's sprite looks nothing like him. Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry.
I'm afraid your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me, I'm sorry. It's okay, just give back the necklace. I ate it. I'm sorry, it's the combination of that sprite. I ate it. It's like, damn, dude. You what? You ate it. It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah. You ate the glass bottle? Oh my gosh. What? What is he doing now? What is he doing? What is he doing now? Gotta clear my throat. Your Honor,
Who doesn't?
I've gotta stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? Oh, yeah, no, it's the poison from the bottle, not the fact that he had to chew up glass. That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us.
Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure?
I eat glass bottles.
I think that's obvious.
As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. A lot of poison isn't instantaneously acting. As for the poison, more like a fleeting defense attorney's overreacting imagination. So it would seem. I eat glass bottles?
You shouldn't. No, there must be some mistake. That bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's all right, rookie. Trusting your clients is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see you place this much faith in Mr. Right.
Oh, guess I'm the same big guy?
But that's how this is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
You're gonna die, bro.
Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the evidence. But why? It's maybe impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is everything. Oh, shut up! Payne is an idiot. All of them are! They're idiots and simps, and I'm gonna kick them in the throat! Even after I prove so much.
Watashi wa dansei ga daisuchi desu.
I know what Tashiwa is I am, but I don't know the rest. Anyway, that boy is so lucky he ain't real or I will punch the absolute— No, literally! Even after I prove so much, is she still gonna get away with everything? Well, now that the suspicious surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up— No, it hasn't! I would like to— Mr. Wright? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. I totally slipped my mind. I'm really sorry. I know you believed in me. I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say?
Yalu Blue Mushin.
There's something I forgot to tell you. What? What are you saying? I'm gonna have to Google Translate this later. That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Be with me instead! Hey, it's none of your business! I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab.
I would not Google Translate that if I were you.
Then why are you saying it in my chat? Poison. The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. That girl's a thief. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! Oh my god. Plot twist. Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. Did he? Oh my god. She's wearing gloves! Oh my gosh. She was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, the defendant is—
Miss Faye, you tell them! Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent! Brother, I hate to break this to you. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago, too. If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. Defense believed that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, the motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye? Was it Phoenix? If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore, she was gonna kill Phoenix. Yeah. Profiles! Mr. Phoenix Wright! Present! There was one person that she was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was—
I poisoned the water supply, now everyone dead. Oops.
Mr. Phoenix Wright!
Preposterous! After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Doug Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was in fact you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. Oh my goodness. But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love! She lied! What? The murder victim wasn't true when she said she was in love? No, the murder suspect? What? It's so late. I gotta sleep. Oh yeah, go to sleep, Butterscorch. Good night. Sleep well, Betty bye. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
Goodbye, sleep well, don't let the bed.
But even so, why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of the attorney in the basement's cafeteria. Dudley Hawthorne could only think of one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. Is she also the one that told you to wear that ugly sweater? Because then we know she's trying to, like, sabotage you. It was a pretty good move she made. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Phoenix! Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean, that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true! Yeah, Mr. Payne's sprite looks nothing like him in that wide shot. In that far shot, whatever. Feeny? What a joke you are. Oh! Honestly, how can anyone even count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and the necklace. You disgust me. Miss Hawthorne! It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack.
She was evil? Dun dun dun.
Who would have guessed? Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why didn't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? Miss Hawthorne! What's happened to you? Are you really that shocked?
Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge?
Ugh.
With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind, and I'll be taking my butterflies with me.
But we're not finished. Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already.
Hold it!
I can't let her get away this time. Stop him, Mia! If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. No! You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray? What? Someone hung the poor dude? Someone hung the What? Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer's over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly.
Stupid woman. It's the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that the very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headlines of tomorrow's newspaper.
Hey, they're not stupid, just brainless.
Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to the earth before she gets a chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, the poison was probably in there.
Boom.
Well then, Miss Faye,
Headshot.
please prevent
Epic
your
intro
evidence.
music plays.
Show this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright. We haven't used this yet. Report on the incident 8 months ago. Student testimony. Newspaper clipping. Crime photo 2. Crime took behind. Do we have irrefutable proof? Doug's autopsy. Cause of death. Police. Where would she be hiding it this time, though? Because he had the necklace. Okay, let's read through this again. Location: District Courtroom, Cafe. Time: August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim: Diego Romero. Occupation: lawyer. Suspected: Dahlia Hawthorne, age 19. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of the poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup.
Interesting.
Epic intro music. How? Okay. We haven't used this yet. Covered in Mr. Wright's fingerprints. Cause she planted it! Oh my gosh, if I get this wrong, I'm actually... Do you think it's worth it? Do you guys think it's... I think, because we haven't used it yet. And we know this evidence was planted, and she was the only one that could have. And it would be a good excuse to get it off of her body, to get it off of her person. And it makes sense that she'd be able to transfer it without her getting her fingerprints on it because she was wearing gloves when we saw her with the body. I think this is it. I think this is the evidence. I'll present it. Let's do it! Oh, please work. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
Cold medicine, my beloved. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defense said in his testimony? But I lost my bottle around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. And she poisoned it knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? Huh? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That's when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. I'm so cozy and dry. Good for you. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. It looks like her neck's gotten longer when she's turned around like that. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, had come back to check on the victim. On top of that,
That feeling after you cut your nails.
What? On top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying the bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way she did back then. She had someone else hold it in case Doug Swallow. Damn, there's not even any music. Oh. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman is nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yes, that's exactly right. It's pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? I'm just a filthy, stinking liar. Then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us! I dare you to take this, take some of this medicine right now. I triple dog dare you. Maya Fey! Maya Fey! Whoa! Oh, did she burn the butterflies? Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Maya Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being. Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge. See you later too, okay? Huh?
She turned Sigma mode.
I'm going to spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Oh, she's just admitting her guilt? Oh, damn. Phew. It's finally all over.
I refuse to accept this! The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. Yes, they have!
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care! I'm Winston Payne! And I don't believe one word of this rookie lawyer has said!
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try something with this cold medicine? She went full anime psycho? Yeah, pretty much.
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said. Yeah, he'd stake his life on her. It's alright, yeah.
For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
So if she's so trustworthy, I'm sure there couldn't possibly any poison in here, right?
Well, you see, yes.
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Ah! Hi, Otacons!
Yeah! My hair! It's my beautiful hair! No!
Damn, is he going bald?
No, no!
Damn, Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you. Mr. Payne? About Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll fire people for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very— Yeah, did you? Did you?
Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. His hairline got snatched. We've snatched!
By the way, Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor? Was it just me, or did you and Miss Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. I feel like it does! I feel like it does, actually. Good personal relationships have much to do with cases.
Very well. Mr. Payne.
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing my daughter.
Losing to my daughter. Oh my god, no, okay. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hairline. Does the defense have anything further to say?
It can't be true.
My dear Dolly!
Very well then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty! Confetti, yes! Woo! This court is adjourned. All right. April 11th, 3:16 p.m. District Court, Defense Lobby number 3.
Maya, you were wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg.
During the verdict, I thought
Oh my god, enough about the hemorrhoids. Mr. Grossberg, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them?
That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this.
Phoenix? Oh, Mr. Wright! Congratulations! Thanks. You know, I was thinking... Go on?
The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. That's the crazy thing about manipulators, Phoenix. They make you believe that they're not who they really are. So they trick you. And only reveal their true colors when you are too late and you are already far in their trap. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something? Boy, this poor kid still hasn't gotten a clue. Baby, I'm gonna see if I can try, okay? You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right, but that's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But, of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Eek! What kind of company does this guy keep? Larry Butts. Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should be able to save him in the time. Oh my gosh! 'Cause the next trial, Larry Butts! Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright? I'm still new at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure! I hope. Hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. Aw, he's so cute! I gotta go for a bit. Streams end in like 2 seconds, so don't worry about it. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of
Bye,
painful
I
memories.
love your streams.
Bye! Thank you so much for hanging out with me today! For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought I would never rise to the surface again. Mia's gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. That and evidence. Evidence is also pretty good. 5 long years.
Something's happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. That's a story for another day.
Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. The end! Hell yeah! Brand new episode has been added. Alrighty. Well then, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been super, super fun. Again, absolutely obsessed with the Ace Attorney series, and this is the only, game that I have not seen a playthrough of, so it's exciting. I don't really have much else to say. I will be streaming tomorrow. I love you guys also very, very much. My Burbas, my Croquettes. Make sure to be kind to each other, and yeah. Goodbye! I'm a little sleepy if you can't tell. Bye-bye!